Good morning, students. Welcome back to our online class. So, today we are starting our workbook, chapter 1, The King and the Tree Goddess. As usual, the first worksheet is reading section. Listen here, reading. Read this passage and complete the tasks that follow. Many centuries ago, in ancient times, a man was leading his cattle back home after the sun had set. His hair was rough and tangled, and he wore animal skin as clothing. Human beings had just begun to tame with wild cattle, so the long ago man felt very proud of his big, strong cows. But there was one thing that puzzled him. He could not make out whether all his cows had returned with him at the end of the day. He couldn't count, and in fact, nobody had invented numbers till then. This left the long ago man helpless. He always worried whether he had left behind some of his cows in the wild. One day, an idea struck him. As each cow passed the cave entrance, behind which was the thicket where he would keep his cows, the long ago man marked a standing line with a stone. Soon, for every cow that entered the thicket, he had a mark. This way, he was able to make out if a cow was missing. Soon, he began to mark a separate set of lines for his goats and drew a goat next to it. In some of the ancient caves, we can still see these standing lines and scratch marks on rocks and drawings of animals carved out. So, this is a passage. Now, on the basis of this passage, we have some questions. Just we have to take the correct answer there. We have options there for each sentence. Okay, just after reading that, we should take the correct answer. That's all. So, I hope you understood the passage. It's about the life of ancient time before the counting numbers was invented. Okay, how could they manage to count the animals? Now the first one, in the ancient times, people wore cotton clothes, woolen clothes, animal skin. The correct answer is animal skin. Second one, the word tangled could mean colored, cut in tangles, noted because of lack of care. Third option is the correct answer. Third one, the man's hair was rough and tangled because he liked it that way, didn't know how to take care of his hair, used his hair to frighten strangers. Correct answer is the second option. Fourth one, human beings had just begun to tame wild cattle. The opposite of the word tame in the same sentence is, three options are there, begun, wild, cattle. The opposite of the word tame is wild. Second option. Then fifth sentence, if a man had big strong cows, it made him puzzled, afraid and proud. The correct answer is the last option, that is proud. Sixth one, when someone is puzzled, his or her thoughts are clear, thoughts are confused, time is spent in solving puzzles. Second option, thoughts are puzzled. Seventh one, the ancient man couldn't keep a count of animals as he had too many of them. He didn't want to keep a count. Numbers hadn't been invented then. The correct answer is the last option, that is, the numbers hadn't been invented then. Eighth one, the long ago man felt helpless because he was worried about losing his cattle, the sickness of his cattle, the milk the cattle gave. The correct answer is the first option. Ninth one, the carvings of animals and lines on the rocks show that the long ago man had a lot of time, how the long ago man counted his animals, what the long ago man did in his spare time. Second option is the correct one. Finally, the suitable title for this passage could be, we should find out a suitable title for the passage. Man and his cattle, how counting was invented, the ancient man. The best title for the passage is the second option, how counting was invented. Okay, now the next exercise There are some question answers about the passage. Okay, actually they are from the passage. It's very easy. Don't worry about this. You will get the answers through the WhatsApp group. After getting that, you can complete it. Okay, and write with pencil. That's all. Now, in the next page, worksheet number 2, vocabulary. Exercise A. Fill in the blanks with words from the boxes. You have some words there. After reading that, you should find out the correct answer there. Okay, and you have 5 sentences there. First of all, I'll give the answers, the meaning of the words. We have 5 words: coaxed, scampered, darted, sighed, squeaked. These are the words. First word, coaxed. The word coaxed means forced. Coaxed. Coaxed means forced. Second word, scampered. Scampered means quick, light steps. Scampered. Quick, light steps. Third one, darted. Darted means move. And sighed. Sighed, I think you know the meaning. A deep, long breath. Sighed. And finally, squeaked. Short, loud cry. Short, loud cry. So these are the word meanings. Now we can start the exercise. First sentence, the mice dashed when they found a piece of cheese. The mice dashed when they found a piece of cheese. Surely the answer should be squeaked. The first word, squeaked. Secondly, the pups dashed behind their mother. The pups dashed behind their mother. The answer is scampered. Third one, grandmother dashed Sheba to eat. Grandmother coaxed Sheba to eat. Fourth one, the birds dashed from one branch to another. The birds darted. And finally, Rekha dashed with relief when she saw her friend. Sighed. Surely the word is sighed. Once again, check your answers. Squeaked, scampered, coaxed, darted, sighed. These are the words. Okay. Now exercise B. Use the correct form of the words given in brackets to fill in the blanks. We have 5 sentences and 5 words in brackets. After reading each sentence, we should find out the correct form of the given words. We can change the form of the given words in brackets. Okay. First one, Mother Jane picked up the injured bird dash. The given word is gentle. But we cannot use the word as itself here. It's not right. So, we can use the given word as an adjective here, that is gently. So, the sentence will be like, Mother Jane picked up the injured bird gently. Gently. Second one, God's dash are amazing. The given word is create. The correct form of the word is creations. God's creations are amazing. Third one, the constable asked for a dash of the thief. The given word is describe. Okay, so we can write the word like description of the thief. Description. And fourth one, class 8 gave a wonderful dash. The word is perform, and surely it will be performance. And fifth one, Rashika can draw, embroider and knit. She is very dash. Here also the word is create, and surely it's creative. The form is creative. I-V-E, creative. Okay. Now worksheet number 3, it's a grammar section. So we already learned about different types of sentences and their specialities. Now here we are going to learn it in detail once again. Types of sentences. There are different types of sentences. First one, affirmative sentence. We already learned that affirmative sentences are positive sentences. This is a grammatical category for any sentence which is positive and not negative. All the positive sentences are affirmative sentences. Okay, there is no negative word. There is no negative meaning. An affirmative sentence can be written in many tense forms. We already learned different tenses. There are 3 main tenses and 4 subdivisions for each. We can write affirmative sentence in all these different tenses. If we know the formula, we can write, right? Now, examples are given. Simple present, Barbara paints pictures. Present continuous, Barbara is painting pictures. Simple past, Barbara painted pictures. Past continuous, Barbara was painting pictures. Present perfect, Barbara has painted pictures. Present perfect continuous, Barbara has been painting. Past perfect, Barbara had painted. Past perfect continuous, Barbara had been painting. And future, for future tense we have 2 types of sentences here. We can write future tenses in 2 ways, in 2 different sentence structures, by using the word will and by using going to. Okay, first one by using will. Barbara will paint pictures. Second type is by using going to. Barbara is going to paint pictures. Finally, conditional sentence. If you want to say any condition for that, we can use conditional sentence. That means with the use of if. There we have if clause. Barbara would paint pictures if she was happy. There was a condition, if she was happy. That's a conditional clause here. That's a condition for doing the action, right? So, these are the different tenses. And negative sentence. Negative sentence means sentences having negative meaning. This is a grammatical category for any sentence which is negative and not positive. Negative sentences are not positive. They are always negative in meaning also. That you know. So, a negative sentence can be written in many tense forms. As we done for affirmative sentence, we can use a negative sentence also in different tenses. If you know the tense formulas, we can convert any sentence into different tenses like this. So, a negative sentence, examples are given. We are taking the direct negative of the given affirmative sentences in the textbook. We already have examples of affirmative sentences in different tenses, right? So, here in negative sentence, we are taking the direct negative of the same affirmative sentences. For example, simple present tense in the given textbook is Barbara paints pictures. Barbara paints pictures. When we take its negative form, it will be like simple present tense. Barbara doesn't paint pictures. Doesn't paint pictures. Likewise, present continuous. Barbara is painting pictures. Here for negative sentence, it will be like Barbara isn't painting pictures. Just we are adding not with every sentence with the auxiliary verb. Isn't, wasn't, hasn't, hadn't, like that. Just we are adding not with the auxiliary verbs. Okay. Now in the next page. So we already learned about affirmative and negative sentences here. Next one we are going to learn the next type of sentence. Interrogative sentence. Interrogative sentence, as you know, that's a question. All the questions are interrogative sentences. An interrogative sentence asks a question. We can convert a sentence into a question. Just we should add the question word there. That's all needed. Right? That can be what, why, where, who, anything can be there. Now, next type, imperative sentence. As you know, they are the asking for permissions or requests, commands, order and whatever. Okay, all these are imperative sentences. We can convert any sentence into imperative sentence also here. An imperative sentence is a sentence that makes a request or gives a command, an instruction or a piece of advice. We can convert the sentences into different forms like this. We already learned that in our textbook also. And finally, exclamatory sentences. They are the sudden expression of our feelings. It can be any feeling. They are just sudden expressions. That's all. Just we were revising about the different sentence types and transformation of sentences. Now, after this, you have an exercise. Exercise A. Pick the affirmative sentences. Remember, affirmative sentences are positive sentences. They are not negative. They are the simple positive sentences. Okay. So, here, after reading each sentence, just tick for the affirmative sentence. Only for the affirmative sentences. That's the exercise. Okay. So, shall we do it? Listen. First sentence, Sachin is a confident player. Is it affirmative? Yes, it's a positive sentence, so that is affirmative. You can tick for the first one. Second one, tennis is an interesting game. So this is also a positive sentence. It is not a negative sentence or a question. So it is also affirmative sentence. You can tick for the second one also. Third one, I don't feel like eating. Read the sentence, I don't feel like eating. It's not an affirmative sentence because we added not there. I don't, do not. So, that is not an affirmative sentence. Next, she doesn't talk loudly. She doesn't, does plus not. That's also a negative sentence, not an affirmative sentence. So, leave it. Next one, it is a bright sunny day. It is a bright sunny day. Surely it's a positive sentence. There is no negative meaning. The sentence is in positive form. So that is an affirmative sentence. You can tick that. And finally, children will not come to school today. Children will not come to school today. Will not. We have the word not there. It has a negative meaning. So it is not an affirmative sentence. So there are only 3 affirmative sentences there. Now next one, write a question beginning with each of these words. One has been done for you. So you have to prepare questions by using these question words. All the question words are given here. You can choose your own questions there as per your wish. Okay, first one is example. Are you going to the market? Are you going to the market? The beginning is given here. The first word is are. Okay, so surely the subject should be you or any plural word. So here we choose you. So we can write like, are you going to the market? Next one, does dash. Does is the beginning here. Does. So surely the subject should be singular form. She, he or it. Okay. So does is the beginning. Does. We can use any singular subject here. Here I am choosing she. Does she. Instead of she you can write he or it. Okay. So does she, and the remaining part you can choose anything. Does she like to dance? Does she like to dance? Okay, simple. So likewise, third one, did is the beginning. Did. You know that we can use the word did for past tense. Only for past tense. And the verb should be in the basic form. Because we already use did in the beginning, we can use the verb in the basic form. Did they go there? Did they go there? Or did he draw well? Did he draw well? Anything you can use. And fourth one, where. Where. We know that where is the past form of are. Where is the past form of are. A-R-E, are. Okay. Don't be confused with W-H-E-R-E, where, and W-E-R-E, where. They are two different words. They have different meanings. Then fifth one is. I think it's comparatively easy for you. The word is. Then sixth and seventh, have and had. Had, that is a past form of have. So we use have there. Sixth one, have. We can use only plural subjects for have. We cannot use singular subjects, only plural subjects for have. That means, have they gone out? Have they visited you? Any form. Okay. Then seventh one, had. That's a just past form of have. Just the past form. That's the only difference there. So write down the questions by yourself. That's your homework. Then saying, exercise C. Imagine you are a quiz master. You are expected to conduct a quiz using the following answers. Write the correct questions. What has been done for you? So, first one is example. We have the answers here. We have to write the questions for each answer. That's work for us. First one is example. First sentence. Cheese is made from milk. Cheese is made from milk. Okay. So, here the possible question is, what is cheese made from? What is cheese made from? The question word is what? You have the question words there. So, it is very easy. Second one, Cleopatra lived in Egypt. Cleopatra lived in Egypt. Here the word form is in past tense. Lived plus ed form. Lived. So when we separate that, when we prepare the question, as the question word is where, we can frame the question like, where did Cleopatra live? Here for the question, the basic form of the verb is used, live. Where did Cleopatra live? Then third one, there are 24 inches in 2 feet. So how many? That's the beginning here. So it's very easy. How many inches are there in 2 feet? Okay, so like this, complete the remaining. That's also your homework. So we are winding up the class here. Thank you.